One can never have too many materials.
What do you want?
One day, I'm going to have... I don't like it here.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
We won't get far with naught to go on. We'd best ask around. See what we can find out.
Ho there, fairy.
Shall we seek...
The other day, I chanced now. That's not so strange. And rightly so. Gave me a right shock. Their faces may match.
Pray, follow me.
Malcolm's been really into explore. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
By your command, Arisen.
I wonder what it was.
You're always such fun.
I've troubles enough of my own.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Go home and write down the day's pickings.
One can ne'er be too careful. Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son. You don't look like much.
Quit staring.
You're not game enough to hang about here. Time to be heading home. You don't need a perk. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But it's easy enough. I should know. I've done it.
Is there aught I can assist?
Is there aught I can assist?
I must be grateful. At least I have a full belly.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
Vaults, eh? Let us inform Sir Kendrick of what we've learned. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
I know so little of this world, and of myself. What did I do to deserve this?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Surely this is a jest. All that effort for so little gain?
Rarely have I felt so empty.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
That's just what I was thinking. You.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder?
Over here, if you would.
Nothing ever seems to happen round here. This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here, but I never expected this.
The book's nest.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Battle is upon us!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
This isn't going as well as I'd hoped.
My bed calls, and a sharp resist.
How are we to fight with such worn out?
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
Come, I'll lead the way. Here we are.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty's... You discovered this in the gracious hands false, you say? Remarkable. I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient to entice the learned magistrate to leave his cell. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await... above.
monster's really scary? Something good will come of today. I just know it.
Could use it for fun size. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
That aught of interest would happen.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
All's well, I trust.
Or to polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Good to see you, Master.
I'm the predicament.
All this hustle and bustle. Look, as long as you please.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right? On the roads, despite the hour, you know where to find.
I'm the predicament.
such peace reigned eternal.
So stiff after a day of travel. Dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Like getting cut open.
Consarn it. I'm nodding off where I stand.
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brandt at once. Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beast.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Good.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, as it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you, Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Huzzah! You've done it!
A job well done. What will our next adventure have in store for us, I wonder? Ah, how I've longed to
This armor's seen better days.
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry over much.
No shame in letting down your hair.
to do. My baby. Where are you off to?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can...
Come take a look. Thank you. Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares? You seem in fine. Welcome to and qualities what appreciate it. Welcome and qualities what you need if you want to survive. Hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my
Not buying? That's just as well.
Might as well take a look. Aye, you've my gratitude. Might as well take a look while...
Many thanks.
Need anything? Always leave me. Might as well take a look while you're here. Times change, but there's always coin to be made. Stop by again soon.
Pray, follow me.
Welcome to and qualities what you need if you want to survive. Oh, catch your eye? Just say the word. Hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my wares?
Shall we visit the manor, as the maid bid? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not, but I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Come to think of it, the memory of when I fell in battle refuses to fade.
Being separated from our master must have been hard, temporary though it may have been.
What should I get up to today?
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen. I have no issue for...
Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt?
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... Or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Praying is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve. There is much we ought to or shall change. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. Oh, my body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I quite agree.
I'm ready for patrol.
Getting proper rest.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective.
Naught seemed amiss at present.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only to...
Need anything? Well, I'll be. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
So many smiles about.
Living's hard. I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
I'm sure I can handle this. Lots to do, and precious little time. I can get just about anywhere.
A lot of artists around here with sticky hours and
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray, bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in big...
Ne'er in my wildest dreams could I have imagined it would be the magistrate you called here. Not that I'm complaining. Pray, feel it.
Hi, Arisen. I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all... You wanted to ask me a favor this... So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
Hello.
I fear I've much to attend to.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself. I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tell is, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms. Monsters that wander the wilder night.
I think I get the idea.
Shall we bring Miss Daphne to see Master Sebastian?
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not. Almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. I've need of your services, you see. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration of my eyesight. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve some use if only I could wear the spectacles I had specially made. Alas, they were confiscated at the time of my imprisonment. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which few have lawful access, as I'm sure you can imagine. Though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great many attendees, if you catch my meaning. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor spectacles. What say you? Would you consider doing an old man a favor? I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through one of my tomes. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You are my only hope. My spectacles are in...
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you will have to excuse me.
Something smells divine.
Adventuring's a grand way to wind up a cadaver.
Such quiet. I've been on my feet all day.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads? Ah, excellent find.
Well, they say the old bloody place is watching.
I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
This year's yield looks to be plentiful.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Quite the predicament.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated... To the foremost hospitality, you know where to find me. The solution eludes. Me, but I'm certain there is one.
Acting up today.
Will someone do aught about this?
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not forgotten. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen is... capricious indeed.
Magistrate Waldhar's spectacles must be somewhere within the masquerade hall in the palace. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. We've arrived, just as planned.
I'd sooner stay out of that where it's possible.
It's a shame. Day after day, I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Too quiet here. Our brigands lurking about.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
I've not trained for this.
Mayhap I really knew.
Wonder if
The
anyone
perfect
knows
spot to sit
on
and
his
think
training.
No one's listening.
Such piety is a blessing.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
Ah, I see you found the spectacles. Shall we deliver them to their rightful owner, Magistrate Woldhar? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off at home.
Got to focus. My head will roll. I'm in fine.
There's comfort in
Over here, if you please.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the Gracious Hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below, which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see, and yet a part of me is afeard for them.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need. If it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
I knew it to be so.
A moment's prayer can do a world of...
Is there aught I can assist?
This is a place of prayer.
For a picnic.
Wish just remember always night.
Ne'er in my wildest dreams could I...
One day, I'm going to...
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I wonder, what lies at its bottom?
You've pushed your luck too far.
Another day of work awaits.
I know so little of this world and of myself.
Beg pardon, sir, but this room is where our most severe cases convalesce. I must ask you not to disturb them, for your sake as much as theirs.
Not without its charms.
This gloom has an eerie cast.
Ah, you've returned. Oh, my spectacles. Well done, sir. With these, I shall have no need to fear any letters, be they small or faintly scrawled. I shall learn aught I can, but the day might come when I can repay this debt I owe you. Many, many thanks. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
Outstanding.
The result of our impeccable teamwork, no doubt.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
I begin to doubt I will e'er find the...
Wickedness has no hold.
Loyalty's just another way to save your own.
I don't like it here.
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
I've trained for this.
Not many customers with decent wit.
I know not why, but the words basement sick room set my hair on end. Shall we investigate?
Well said. Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering. I have seen your path. May the... You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Wish I could go on an adventure.
Moment I lay down my guard,
I do hope naught befalls.
I fear I've much to attend to.
regret that. Moment I let down my guard, I'm done.
No one will disturb me here. Perfect spot for a kid.
Every minute of this existence is torment.
Always gotta be in the thick of things,
Nothing
me.
ever seems to happen round here.
If I sleep, you best watch yourself.
Need someone to...
Wish 'twere always night, and I only had to sleep.
Moment I let down my guard, I'm done.
Time to be heading.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Moment I let down my guard, I'm done.
My sickle's
Dead on my
probably
feet.
blunt as a hammer.
Maybe I'll keep right here.